Okay, so let's get going. I'm starting the timer, so we got a little 2-minute warm up. So come on up into standing. We'll start with our little standing cat and cow. You're gonna bend your knees, hands on the fronts of the thighs. Inhale, lift the head and tail up. Feel the sitting bones spread, the collarbones, smile wide. And then exhale and curl. Draw the abs in like a wave could wash up at the front of the body. Inhale, lift the head and tail up. Arch the head and tail, a little Halloween cat here. And then exhale and curl. Abdominals in. Inhale, head and tail lift. And then exhale and curl. Starting to mobilize that spine. One more. And then exhale, curl. Let's roll up. And you're going to start to roll through your shoulders. And then your elbows. And then a big arm circle. Try that again. Shoulders and elbows. And big arm circle. One more time. Shoulders, elbows. And then a big arm circle. And then we're going to just take that really simple. We're just going to start with a little march through the feet. So I'm just kind of rolling toe ball heel through my feet like something's hot underneath me. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm gonna get my arms going with that. And then start to make the knees a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. It might not go as fast, but you wanna keep all that nice tall spine here connecting into the abs. Let's go 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're gonna take that into a little knee circle, alternating sides, out and out, right? So I'm still trying to stay up really tall here instead of sinking down. You could try that, it feels kind of good, but let's stay upright. And then take that in, internal rotation. Keep lifting up out of the hips. The more you do that, right, the more those legs are gonna work from those deep core muscles. And then just take that into a little jog. Let's get those feet moving a little bit more. We've got about 10 more seconds here. 2 minutes goes by quick. And then we're into our HIIT. So we are starting on the side. We're gonna shuffle, 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 tap. Shuffle, 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 tap. So you just kind of go down. You could go all the way down your hallway if you're at home. I'm just going down to one side of my mat. As I go to this side, I tap. And then as I go, this is your right, tap right, shuffle left, tap left. And then I'll be confused about my right and left forever, but that's okay. Shuffle, shuffle. Now as you tap, sit back in that squat, tap down instead of rounding your spine and touching the ground, okay? So we've got 45 seconds here, 15-second break. We have 4 exercises. We'll go through them twice. And there's your bell. So 15 seconds. Ooh, it's loud today. Take a little break. Into some side lunges next. So right in the center of the mat, feet about hip width apart. Feel those abdominals drawn and think about that length we just practiced for the warm-up. So now it's basically a single leg squat. So I'm gonna stay up out to the side. My leg in the middle stays straight, send your booty back, and then push off that outside leg to come back to the center, other side, and up, right? So this leg is in your squat, other leg is nice and long. You could even add a little ninja moment if you want to with the arms. So you really feel a nice stretch through the whole upper body as you lengthen through the legs. It also helps you remember what knees bending and what legs staying straight, right? Both sides, right? Bend, and the other side stretches long. And then there's our bell. All right, we gotta think of characters, right? We're getting to Halloween here. Squat jacks. So we're gonna stay low in that squat, right? So the little squatty theme here, this one. You're gonna bend your knees. We're gonna go for 3, 2, and 1 narrow squat. Hop out to your wide squat. Back to your narrow squat. Wide and narrow. You can take it slow and miserable here. But since we're in our HIIT cardio section, maybe try to pick up your pace a little bit. Tummy pulls in. Now for this one, if your joints maybe aren't having this, you could step out to the side, out to the side. Right, I've got a little bit of a top of the shoulder, deltoid raise going on 2, feeling the width, again, across my collarbones, all the way out to those elbows. Are you breathing? It's helpful. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing that back up. Great, nice deep breath in and out. One more, we're gonna go down onto our bellies. Then we're gonna do one of my favorite, extension exercises are thumbs up airplanes. So legs long underneath you, thumbs up over your head. Lift your upper body up. Circle the arms out to the sides, down to the hips. I still have my thumbs up. Come back over the head, thumbs are still up. Thumbs up the whole time, get it? Up and around, thumbs stay up. No sad downward thumbs. Or notice when they want to go down. Honestly, when I reach back here, it's a little tougher to keep those thumbs up. They kind of go into so-so land, right? So this encourages external rotation at that upper arm bone. I want you to notice if those shoulders want to help and hike up to the ears. Thumbs up, but scapula glide down. Ooh, a little opposition, okay? There's your bell. Lots to talk about that one. Yeah, so be curious if you guys also think, right, my thumbs really have a hard time staying up as I go back. A little bit tight in my shoulders. So here we go. Starting over again. Shuffles to the side. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Tap. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. I'm a little behind my timer. And tap. Shuffle and tap. Again, sit back in that squat. Does it feel a little easier now than it did the first time? Keep those toes, your knees aiming straight forward. And start to connect into that breath a little more. So now we know the exercises, maybe. So I have a cheat sheet in case I forget. I'm finding a nice inhale in the shuffle. Exhale to squat. As long as you're breathing, I'm happy. And there's the bell. Great. All right, side lunges. Again, think about that breath. Right, you start in the center. The leg that's in the middle is going to be your long leg. Make sure this front heel doesn't lift up. You want to keep it low. Okay, so I'll stay on the diagonal here. Keep it low. Send that butt back. Really feel that weight into that bent leg and then push off it to come back to standing. Right? Keep that heel down. In fact, keep all 10 toes down. Keep all heels down. Lift up the arches like little suction cups. Then you can add those ninja arms, Spider-Man arms. All right, find that breath. Can you start to do a little more nasal breathing? A little less mouth breathing. Tricky to do when you're teaching, but you guys can. Send that booty back. And there's your bell. Nice deep breath in and out. 2 more to go. We've got your low squat jacks, right? Make sure that you stay low in these. You can do your step out, step together, step together. You can do slow and miserable. Here's our bell, right? Out and in, out and in, or you just stay down there and pick up that pace. All right, so in the squat, make sure you're not rounding your spine. You're not jutting your chin forward, right? Long back of the neck. So you got little peacock feathers you're showing off behind you. And reach those elbows wide to the sides. You want to imagine like you've got saran wrap right across those hip bones, like bikini line zone. You want to pull that taut right in between those hips. We got 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Great. So remember that abdominal connection. We're going to add that on to our thumbs up airplanes. So come on down to the floor. Hopefully you have more room than I do. I'm going to scoot up just a tiny bit here. Make your thumbs up. The challenge is to keep that thumbs up. Scoop the tail under. Can you lift the abdominals up away from the floor as you hover the upper body up? All right, so I lift up. I keep trying to lift that bikini line, flatten across that bikini line. And then go back up to the head once you find that core connection. Are you lifting up and then letting your chin come forward? Right, are you looking in front of you? Make sure you drop the chin down. Look at the floor right underneath you. Right, we want to tone the front of the neck. Our natural little neck lift, we'll say here. Right, toning all those muscles right around the esophagus. Abdominals in, and there's our bell. Great. All right, HIIT's done. We do a little stretch. So come on down, we'll stay down here. Let's do a little 90-90 hip rolls. So we start low. I've got my hands back behind me, and I'm just gonna rock my knees right and left to start, right? So I'm just in this nice reclined position. Okay, so I'll come back this way. Chest is lifted. And you're getting a nice little gentle twist through the upper back. And you'll notice one leg's externally rotating, one leg is internally rotating. You can stay there if you want. Come up on top of the sitting bones. Roll your knees to your right. Tummy pulls in, push up onto your knees. Careful if you're on a hard floor. And then slowly send your butt down. Knees to the center. Try the other side. So the trick is to try to keep your feet exactly where they are to roll through the center. Right, remember that lift up we were doing to warm up? Lift your torso up out of your pelvis, and that should make those obliques fire up. Okay, you can always bring your hands down. We'll do this again after our strength section. You can use your hands on the ground to help with that one. Okay, so there's your little other option for that. We'll do that in a minute after we do our strength here. So kind of full body strength today. We're gonna start with bird dogs. On all fours, working these oblique slings. Bring your hands right under your shoulders, okay? Your thumbs are lined up under your nipples. Your knees are under your hips, not together, but hip width apart. Pull the tummy in, reach your arms, your opposite arm and leg out. I've got my right arm forward, my left leg back, and now pull that elbow and knee together underneath you. Feel that compression. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. And 3. And reach. Now, as you reach, make sure that you're not letting the ribs and your belly dump down to the ground to lift the leg up higher. I don't care how high your leg gets. I actually want you to lift the ribs and the abdominals up as the leg stretches back. I don't know, let's call this 5. Sorry. Reach, lift the abs up. And 6. And reach, keep lifting those abs up. Shoulders slide down, right? As the arm reaches out, the scapula slide down in opposition. Push the floor away with your hand and knee that are on the ground. That's gonna help those abdominals lift up. One more, reach along, and then go ahead and lower that hand and knee back down. Try that on the other side. So reach the arm and leg out. Before you even start, did you let your ribs, the front of your ribs and your low back go? Pull those abs up away from your shirt. Push the floor away, and then let's go. Pull it in. And as the arm and leg reach out, guess what? You have to lift those abs up more. Pull it in too, right? So we're working to resist gravity. Create that compression in your body as you lengthen out. And 4, right? So we're looking for equal forces of length and compression all at the same time. And reach. And 6. How about that head? Keep it nice in line with the shoulders. Don't let that head hang in sorrow. 9-ish. Oh, let's do 2 more because I think that might have been 8 actually. Last one for little brownie points. And reach long, pull those abs up. Great, and then we'll let that one go. Whew. That'll actually work if you think about those abs lifting up. So now, oh, planky. Okay, find your plank. So on all fours, those abs are nice and warm. You're up in your full plank or your knees down. Climb down onto your right elbow, then your left elbow. Climb up right and left. Then you're gonna take a little half squat, half burpee forward, and then back. Now do the same thing on the left. Down, down, replace that hand with that elbow. Up, up, burpee in, find your squat, bring the hands down, and out. That was 2, we're gonna do 10 of them. Here we go on the right. Down, down, up, up, squat it in, and out. You can also walk the feet in, I'll show that one. Down, down, up, up, walk a foot in, the other foot in, and then walk them both back out. And then down on the right, up, hop or walk in, find that plank. Tail feathers, hop it out, find your long plank. Or knees down, 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 up, up, and then from there, you could walk it in. Woo, and walk it back out. Here we go, down, down, a little faster, up, up, hop or walk. And back, down, down, up, up, hop or walk, tail feathers, spread them out. Last set, down, down, up, up, and in, knees over those toes, not in to the center of the mat. Down, down, up, up, hop, hop it in. Woo, and hop it out. Great. Didn't say you weren't going to get your heart rate up in this one. All right, lie on your back. A little bit of glutes, a little bit of core stability. Walking bridges. So set yourself up, hands down. Let's flip the palms up. Lift your hips up to the ceiling. And now soften the heart. Soften the ribs. Feel that tail scoop under. Walk out with your right foot away from your body. Left foot. Again, right, left. Walk back in for 4. 1 and 2, 3. Now what I try to do is now lead with my left leg out. 2, 3, 4. We lead with the left in. Lead with the left in. Right again. 1, 2. I can't talk, you guys. 3, 4. Walk it in right. 2, 3, 4, and left. Now, you've got the pattern. What's happening with your hips? Are they going for a walk too? All right, so I'm trying to actually keep my hips stable and just walk my feet out without my hip bones rotating. Right? If you find your hip bones in front of the body, you'll feel if they're moving with your legs, right? You want to keep them hip pointers up to the ceiling. There we go, out. 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3. More challenge would be hands off the ground. You take that stability away from you. Makes it much harder to keep your pelvis still. Or you can just hang out down here. That's fine. 4, and in. I don't know if I'm alternating. 3, 4. We're going to do 2 more after this. And in. 2. You should feel those glutes. You should feel those hamstrings. Last set. Soften that heart. Scoop that sacrum under. 1, 2, 3, 4, and in. 2, 3. Last set. You got it, you guys. 1, 2, 3. Wide smiling collarbones. Maybe even faces, grimaces. Roll that back down. Woo, you can shake out your booty. All right, do that one long enough. Basically everything gets my heart rate up. Stay on your back. Dead bug. So this is basically your bird dog on your back. We're going to straighten the arms and legs. Feel that saran wrap across your hip bones. Breathe in. Exhale, reach your right arm and your left leg away from your center and bring it back up. Other side, reach it long and lift. I want you to really feel all those spinal curves staying in neutral as you lower and lift. Opposite arm and leg down, reach long and upright. So it's, again, feeling length through the limbs, but compressing through those abdominals. And lift. Is your back arching away from the mat? Can you soften the heart? Feel the backs of the ribs connect to the ground. Feel the back of your pelvis connect to the ground. This is too much with the legs straight. Bend your knees. Tap a toe down and lift. And then tap the other toe down. A little bit nicer. You don't even have to go all the way down to the ground. You can just do a little mini version here. And up and tap. And up. Let's do a few more of them. Lower and lift and lower. Try to slow it down like you're moving through molasses, even on the way up. No momentum all the way down through molasses. Lift up through that sticky substance all the way down. Feel that length through the crown of the head. I didn't even make you guys lift your head up. I'm so nice. Other side. And lift one more time. Make it even. And reach through. And then we lift back up. Great, right? So sometimes it's the simple stuff that really can help us start to fire things up. So alternating parallel and then turned out legs. We're just gonna take a neutral bridge up with my legs parallel, and then I lower, turn the knees out, lift and lower. Find your footprint, up and down. Find the pinky edge of the foot, lift and lower. Find your footprint, up and down, pinky edge, lift, right? So those knees aim over the toes. Each time, right, feel that external rotation, lift and lower. Again, I'm gonna do palms up with my wide smiling collarbones, just neutral spine. Each time, lift, together, up and out, lift, together and up and out and lift. Let's do 2 more sets. Because am I counting? No, sorry if you're counting out there and you're like, Susan, you've done like 20 of these. That's good. and lift and lower. Maybe not good tomorrow. All right, good job, everybody. Then from there, back into a plank for me. So we've got about a minute left. Find your plank. You can also do this in quadruped, I think would be the next option. So I'll show you here. So I'm gonna pull one knee into my right elbow, to my left elbow. And now in between my arms, center and center. And then I'm gonna do opposite elbow and opposite, okay? So right elbow, knee to right elbow, knee to left elbow. In the middle, and then opposite knee, cross it over, cross it over. We've got 30 more seconds. Out, and then in the middle, and then cross it over, and then on all fours, you can go out and out. Oh, you still feel your obliques here. In the middle, and then cross and cross. All right, 10 more seconds. Out, you got it. Out, in the middle, and middle, cross it over, and there's your bell. Great job. Oh, all right, let's come back to those 90-90 hip rolls. So we'll start with that trickier version. So you're perching up on top of the sitting bones. Roll your knees to your right. If you can, no hands, press up and over those legs. Squeeze the glutes, feel that nice length through the hips, and then slowly lower down. Lift as you roll through the center to the other side, and up and down. If you need to, hands can go behind you to support. They can come around to the front, lift up, and lower. Sorry, again, if you're on a hard surface, but we'll get over it. And up, it's good for your knees, maybe. Listen to your body. Now stay back there and then roll side to side, right? If it hurts your knees, grab a little pad to put under there. A little softer surface will help. It's a tricky one because you're moving around a whole bunch. And now we're just internally and externally rotating the legs. Coming on up to our next HIIT series. So another round. Come to the side of your mat. We're gonna do our lateral bounds. I'm gonna push from one side of my mat to the other side. Push and land. Now the goal is to try to land on one foot and up. Push and up. If you need to, tap the ground, push and tap. And you can even take a big step, again, if you don't like the jump, right? But this is such a great balance exercise, great for core stability. Woo! See, it's great for balance. Really good exercise for those glute medius muscles, right? Working in this lateral plane here. Okay, so what is this? Oh, a little classic, sit up in 4 punches, one of my favorites. Come on down to the mat. It's a little straight core, knees are bent. You're gonna guard your face with your fists. You're gonna breathe in, roll up. 4 punches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Guard your face, roll down. Roll up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then roll back down with control. Use your breath. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and roll back down if you need to. Hold your thighs, climb up, then do your 4 punches. And you can hold your thighs to really roll down and articulate through the spine. Even if you're picking up the pace, can you resist using momentum and really make it come from deep in the core? That breath really helps. And up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll it down. Great. There's your bell. All right. Back on up. We're going to do some soccer taps. So I didn't tell you needed anything, but if you do have an ottoman or something nearby, you could use it. I have a yoga bolster I often use. It's about soccer ball height. So you're just going to tap one foot and then the other in front. You're just alternating. And we're going to try to do that fairly quickly. So you don't need anything. You can just do it here. And instead of being super upright, I actually want to pitch a little bit forward. Fire up through those abdominals, right? And get your opposite arm to leg connection going on. Now to bump it up a little bit, you tap those feet up on a higher surface. You could even be higher than this if you're up for it. Again, I'm still pitched forward. I always say so you don't shuffle off to buffalo, right? Keep that energy forward. Keep your center of balance over the feet. And then so you can go a little faster these last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right, a little fast twitch. Good for us. Now, walk out plank. Come to the back of your mat. You can enjoy a little roll down through the spine. Have a lot of neutral spine today. It's a nice breath in. 3, 2, and when we're gonna roll down through the spine, you can soften the knees. When the hands touch the floor, let's take 4 walks. 1, 2, 3, find your plank. Now reach back, opposite hand taps the opposite ankle or shin, and then other side. Just reach that opposite leg, walk it back in, roll up through the spine, and then roll back down. Walk it out, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap opposite leg, back. Just like a little 3-legged dog. Supported on one hand. Roll it down. You can soften those knees as you roll down. They don't have to stay locked. Right? This could even be a bent knee down dog here. Trying to keep that neutral pelvis. Keep that neutral spine here. And there's your bell. All right, back to the top through this lateral bounce. Make sure those toes and knees aim straight forward here, right? So I'm not pushing out to turn out, even though I might want to. My old dancer legs want to do that sometimes. So you're gonna bend, we're gonna push off, jump over your sweat puddle, land on that foot, and up, land, right? So opposite arm to leg again. Push, really like you're pushing something away from you with that leg. Push away. See how far over your mat you can get. And then ground into that foot to stand. Push, ground, stand. Push, maybe stand. Right, so even working to find your balance is really good. Try not to get frustrated with it, it's fine. Right, that means your body's trying to figure out and calibrate where your center of gravity is. And the more you do it, the better it'll get. And I'll tell you, some days are better than others. All right, sit-ups and 4 punches. Just gotta laugh at ourselves sometimes. All right, bend those knees. Roll down onto your backs. Guard your face with those hands. Here we go. And roll it up. 4 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, those arms come from your spine. Shoulders down and soft away from the ears. I don't know if I can count to 4. 2, 3, 4. And up. Maybe try to lead with the other hand. See how that feels? And again, you try not to lead from the head and jut the head forward to lift you up, right? Can you keep that length through the neck? A little bit of that double chin feeling is going to help to initiate. And then you're going to keep a nice longer spine, a little bit out of that tech neck mode. Roll it back, and then there's the bell. Great, back to your top sucker taps. So if you found something you want to use to tap on, go for it. If that thing is the ground, that is fine. So again, if you need to, you can take the jump out of it and just tap quickly in front of you, or even just jog it out if you need to, okay? Got it, here we are down on the ground. Again, keep those legs fairly parallel, not turning out, and moving my hips around. Although that's a fun one too. You got a little ball, box, you can tap on. Again, the higher you go, the more challenge for those hip creases, the more challenge for those hip flexors. So you can go a little faster. We got 15 more seconds. Can we go faster for a little longer? How about that breath? Deep inhale, deep exhale. A little faster, 5 more seconds. 3, faster, 2, and 1. Oh, good job. All right, last one. Let's walk out planks. Come to the back of your mat. Find that breath. A little quick recovery time. 3, 2, and 1. Roll down, walk it out. Find that plank, and you can tap opposite hand to shin, walk it in, and roll it up. Now if you need to, roll down, walk it out, drop the knees down, and you can reach maybe to the opposite hip, and then walk it in. So you're still getting that sense of pushing away from the floor, right? Just listen to your body. Right, we're just trying to challenge our strength, but not going over the edge, right? Opposite hand to shin, find that plank in between, and then roll it back up. Great. There's the bell. If you need to grab some water, go for it. Got a little cool down coming. So let's do just a little spiral stretch here. We're gonna lie on our backs. Good job, you guys. So I'm lying on my side. Take your top knee, bend it in front of you. My bottom leg is straight, right under my hip. I'm not behind my hip. I'm gonna just make sure you're right under that hip. Hold on to that knee with your bottom hand, right? So front knee with the bottom hand, okay? Top arm, reach it forward. Roll your chest forward, like your chest bone could shine down to the floor. Inhale, bend the elbow, look back behind you, but keep that front knee on the ground. And then I'm gonna bend again, so it's like my finger passes my armpit. Reach forward, inhale, and then bend the elbow. Look back at those fingers. So I'm holding this knee in front of me to keep my hips stacked, to keep them from rotating. So the rotation is really coming from my T-spine, right, the thoracic spine. Reach it back and take this into a circle. So I'm back here in my spiral. I'm gonna bring the hand down toward my hip, maybe that's 6 o'clock. Come front up to 3. Over my head is 12. And then back behind me through 9. So I'm trying to just roll through all 12 hours. Notice where your hand touches the floor. And notice where it may come off the ground. If you have furniture in the way, that's okay. You can bend the elbow wherever you need. One more. Nice little chest and pec opener. If you've been sitting at the computer a lot today. Great, we're gonna try that on the other side. So carefully flipping on over, you can just roll onto the other side. I'm gonna face this direction. So top knee bends. It's right in front of my hip. I'm gonna hold that knee with my hand. Other leg straight. Inhale, reach forward. Bend, exhale, reach back. Look back at those fingertips. Inhale and reach forward.
Activity completed.
And exhale, reach back. We're not quite completed. We're almost there. We gotta be even. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach back. One more there. Notice if the spiral feels more easy. Does it feel a little tighter than the first side? Take your circles now. So circle around all 12 hours. And again, it's okay if those fingers don't touch the floor behind you. Just let your spine roll. Keep that front knee down on the ground. So hopefully that heart rate's come down now. And then breathing with the movement, whatever feels good to you with that breath. As long as you're breathing, I'm happy. One more. Great, go ahead and lie on your back. Take a second, see how your shoulders and hips feel. Deep inhale. And exhale, relaxing into the ground. Great, you guys, we are done. Give yourself a hug. Thank your body for the work it does for you. We are fortunate to move in the ways we can. Hope you guys have a great evening.